They'll play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dive.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Funches with a catch over the middle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
What? Look at what?
Still 3rd down.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Olsen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go, 19.
They go to Johnson again. And there's a flag on the field. And they get him down, but not before. Takes it across the 40-yard line.
Holding offense. Still second down.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Penalty. It's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm just going to say his name, Luke Kuechly. Now, the fans, when he's playing at home, boy, do they respond when he makes a play, don't they?
And, boy, and why wouldn't they respond? You look at his career so far, most tackles of anybody since 2012, 591 coming into this year.
I'm going to do it anyway. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change it?
Touchdown, Carolina! Greg Olsen with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway, essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I got to figure out how to slow this guy down. Because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
So if they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
K'Wan Short came out of Purdue as one of the top-rated defensive tackle prospects. Now he's one of the top-rated NFL players.
Second down following the run. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On third down, Palmer. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Yeah, I work Friday and Saturday.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. On second down, Palmer. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coney Ely in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're almost discrediting their work.
Penalty marker is down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
So the defensive holding penalty here, Charles.
You get outside of 5 yards downfield and you get grabby with an offensive player, the flag will come out every time.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Butler now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers and Cam Newton getting set to go again here on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and bring him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Smiles, everyone, smiles, because when Cam Newton and Greg Olsen hook up like they've been doing throughout this game, that's one big reason why they're winning.
What makes Greg Olsen so tough to cover?
I think he really is a wide receiver in a tight end's body. He runs his routes with such great precision and some physical toughness, and he really fights and competes for the ball.
And then, of course, it helps to have Cam Newton throwing it to you. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clear.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Well, this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On first down, it's Palmer. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Palmer gives to Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. On second down, here's Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. He got 29 yards that time.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it every...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So Palmer, who's had some devastating injuries in the past, he's out. And set to come in, the strong-arm veteran from Michigan State. It's Drew Stanton. Now Stanton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the Cardinal field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
The Cardinal defense, they head out to get set here. And the last time, remember, they forced a field goal try, and it was no good, so it was a big win for them.
A huge win for them, because anytime you have an empty possession or you force one, you feel great going off the field, and probably a little chatter towards the kicker like, hey, nice miss, my man. Let's see if that affects him the rest of the game. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Going left side here, and it's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Panthers are going to get a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And this one complete right side to Funchess. Touchdown! Carolina! Devin Funchess as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Graham Gano on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Defense showing blitz. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, what a move. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. David Johnson on his way. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry. So we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
You can almost see the wheels turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things. But if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But it's not been the best game for him. But he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. We focus our attention on the Cardinals' defense now. Their secondary, their whole defensive unit really struggling. They've given up 3 touchdown passes. That last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback and obviously need tighter coverage on the receivers.
See if they can get that tighter coverage.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there.
Good
there
bounce.
Goes Jonathan Stewart. Touchdown, Carolina.
Good bounce.
Jonathan Stewart. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they're going to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now Stanton. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stanton. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Again, it's Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
False start, offense.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play, that's going to hurt.
Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. They go back to Stewart on first. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it'll be first down, Panthers. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. So Carolina eating some clock on the ground there, and part of why they were the NFC champs last year, number 2 as a team in the running game.
They played their identity last year. Offensive line, they can move people in the run game.
But I think the ball's out. It's caught. Tolbert. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on first down, they did that, plus 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Newton takes, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton scoring on on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Jaron Brown, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Stanton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to let it fly. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, James Bradbury. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Throwing here, Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Flush to his right. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead. Here's Mike Cyphers now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the Panthers coming out now. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And there's a flag on the play.
Holding, receiving team. Automatic first down.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Butler now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And you and I can talk about it up here in the booth. They're probably not saying it in the locker rooms, but they're getting to that point in the season where these wins are stacking up, and they're saying, can we do this? Can we win every game?
And they're making the Miami Dolphins of 1972 very nervous, aren't they?
I had to mute BZ for a second. What'd you say, Zoo?
Continue to hold the record as the only perfect team. This team is challenging them.
So for Carolina, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Jimmy. Yeah. Yeah. That's easy. Bruh. Alright, I'm gonna wait to play this one because I know Quake gonna want to see this one. The Rams.
You have a player that is all healed up from injury and available to play.
Huh? Yeah. Play again, ready to play again? I don't know, bruh. I like Philly. Philly been doing good for me, dog. doing good for me. Damn. Bruh, I know you back and all, but it's almost not bad. You said 18 million for 4 years? Nah, bro, keep Trayvon though. Beezy ain't. What? Ooh, Brandon Oliver got carted off today with an Achilles injury. Mm. Falcons signed Deshaun Golson. That ain't bad. Talking about the Redskins? Bruh, everybody got boosts, bruh. Bruh, Greg Olsen at 99 plus 3. Tom Brady, Andy Dalton, Russell Wilson. It's Brady got 22 touchdowns already. Dak. Damn. 13. Paxton. Rookie. Yo, Matt Stafford turning up the game. Damn, Shady leading in yards. Damn. Touchdown. Damn, maybe I'm better at 12. Hmm? Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna watch you play. Then I'm gonna play mine. Damn. Steve Smith leading in receiving touchdowns. Philly. 9. Man, he scored that many. I scored defensively though. Alex Mack went to the Falcons. Damn. I probably ain't on here because I don't play that many minutes. Damn, Joey Bosa got 13.5 sacks. 12K. Damn. I guess they got. What? What?